Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Saints going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 20. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give to Elliott, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A first down carry by Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw is Prescott. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Throwing, Hundley. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. all right, in baseball. I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Prescott now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, 49 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. $10 yards still left on second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps in, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And out now come the Cowboys. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They go play action here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Zach Line with it, the fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Alex Okafor in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, they get 14 yards there and a first down.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
Now back to throw. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sean Lee able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Play action. They'll throw. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break. And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did. And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time. And he got it there. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Again, it's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now a toss going left. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Prescott finding his big receiver, Bryant, there for a Cowboy first down. Give to Elliott running left. A nice little juke. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Prescott now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 8. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The busy night continues for Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Hundley. A quick hitter complete. It's Watts. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Prescott. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go to Elliott again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Hundley. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 71 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the D-line's going to spread out. First down, Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Running with Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put it nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Prescott now on 2nd down. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Watts. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now Prescott, he's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.